Traders, Anthony here, looking at GameStop on a monthly chart. I mean, look at this rally that occurred back in 2021. That was massive, but it's been on a steady decline since. However, in the last, well, this monthly candle here, we can see it's picked up again now. The thing that you want to notice about price action here is the fact that it's trading into, see these highs above here. So this is a big level here. This is taken out buy stops resting above these candles here prior to this sell. Big level, and you can see the rejection on this monthly candle as it's traded into this liquidity above here. So let's just go down now to the weekly. All right, so I mean, where to from here? Well, I mean, it's in a downtrend, and difficult to say because we've broken this previous high. So we do have a break of structure here. Well, we've got a shift in the trend at that point. So we'll just call that a change of character. And then we've actually got a break of market structure right here to the upside. Okay, and we're seeing higher highs, higher lows. So whether this is where it rotates, you know, and we see a trend reversal remains to be seen. And I mean, we've had that here. A few times we've had it trade bullish, but you know, it didn't really continue on. In any case, my bias with this is bullish, given this break of market structure here. I don't really use diagonals, but you know, you can see clearly that this trend has shifted gears. Wow, you know, where do you want to pull that? Easiest way to look at it is it's breaking these previous highs here, and we've got this higher low. Anyway, that's the weekly chart. So we know that this is a big level on the weekly. We'll just mark that up as such, and then we'll go down now to the daily. We can look at this from a few different perspectives. On the daily time frame, we can trade it on a daily, and the way that I would trade this would be trend continuation. I'm always looking for these price swings. So swing high, low, swing high, and then say an equal measured move brings us back down into these levels, and it's more or less kind of reached into it. Okay, so I'm looking for the Fibonacci retrace. See how this moved into the 50 to the 61.8? Well, it's got to go past my 50% for me to get interested. So that would have been a buy down in here. This is the daily time frame, and what we'll do is we'll have a look at the lower time frames as well. Now we've got this accumulation, base of this accumulation range to the high. See how it's already pulled back down into the 61.8? That would have been an entry. Now, I mean, it's currently more or less at an entry point. So you could look at, you know, based on this strategy, you could look at a buy long position on the daily time frame, current market price, stop loss below the previous low, and go for a 2R. Now let's just have a look and see what we've got left to determine some targets. Just bear with me for a minute. Let's open that up. Always looking at, well, we've got these highs here. Let's mark that. We have, well, I mean, just looking for any significant points, and obviously these highs here. Okay, so these are potential targets we could mark up. Target 1, target 2. The next one would be, well, I'd go with this swing. Let's just go for these candles above here. Yeah, something like that would be a target. And last but not least, these lows over here. All right, so we've got a bit of a roadmap on the daily time frame, and we're looking at a 2.23. We're looking at about a 2. There's a 2R outcome. Okay, swing trade daily time frame. understand the risk, and manage your position size well. So that's that. Now let's go down to a 4-hour chart and we'll get a different perspective. So we can trade it on different time frames. That's my setup for a daily. 4H. The 4H, the swings on the 4H are a bit different. We've got, actually, pretty much the same thing. No, not different at all. So I'm just looking at this base, swing high, retrace. Okay, so 4H and the daily would be much the same. So my idea would stick with either. Go down to the 1H, see what we get. Alright, 1H, yeah, it's much the same thing. We're looking at this base. We're looking at this bullish order block here on the 1H, support level. Okay, so every one of these time frames, the setup is the same, so we'll just mark that up 1H. And again, grab my fib, and it's going to go from low to high. Alright, so we've pulled back in to the level. We're starting to see these lower highs, lower lows here on the 1 hour, so be a little bit careful. I mean, we had that here as well, more or less. Okay, and then we can go down now to a 15-minute. You know what? I'd be looking for an entry point around this level, pretty much. I mean, it kind of stacks up on all time frames. Let's go down to the 15, and the way to get involved with this would be, all right, have a look at this at the moment. Now, see how this is trending. Currently, we've got this trend going on here now, right? More or less. All right, so we're seeing lower highs, lower lows on the 15-minute time frame. So the kind of price action I'd be looking for would be something like this. Well, at some stage this is going to find support, and you'll see it ranging sideways. Then I'll be looking for a swing high above the range, a swing low to take out stops. And that would be how I get involved with that. Look for something like that. Now, it could happen right here. Right? That could be the range that forms here. It could trend sideways. It could trade a little lower. Okay, so we've got this down through here acting as resistance. Right, so wherever you see this starting to range, and I mean it's more or less doing that now, you can see high, low. Okay, so if that holds at this level, mark up the range as such, and you want to see this break above would be a move that entices buyers in, and what happens there, it builds stop losses under. Any range is going to build stop losses above and below the range, okay, and that's a liquidity target for smart money. Now, what I'd be looking for would be this, so that if we see this break above, that will entice more buyers in, and more stops go under, and then they'll hit those stops. Generally, that's what happens. So I'd be looking for this price action, whether it's here or down lower, wherever it plays out, and this below, break below, after you see it push up, right? Then you want to see a strong rally, a big rally after that with displacement. In other words, something like that. See this thin candle here? You want to see this move and create an imbalance like this. Nothing left and right of it, a long thin candle. So you want to see that occur, and then you want to see the pullback and retest of the high, right? And then that would be possibly an entry. That might be a little bit early, but the second pullback would be your other opportunity to get involved, right? Something like that. This here would be a change in the character, so we'd call that a chock. And then you're looking for the break of market structure, and the break of market structure would be the next breakout? Well, break of market structure and then that pullback there would be ideal. BOS. Okay guys, I mean that's what I'd be looking for a buy opportunity. Now, if this fails to set up, remember we're looking at this 15-minute trend. At the moment it's trending down. Then you're going to want to see it trending sideways. Alright, so keep an eye on the highs and lows, in other words, lower highs, lower lows, and then we see it flatten out. And then wherever it rotates, you want to see higher highs, higher lows. You want to see this base, this rotation, and then that will give you the opportunity. Okay, I mean that's pretty much it. That's GameStop, my take on that. And with that, I'd love to hear your comments. Definitely say something, share the love, and with that I hope you have a fantastic day, safe trading, and we'll see you in the next video.